Today I want to talk to you about how fighter pilots prepare to win. And by the way, every flight I went on, we won. We never lost an airplane on the flight I was on. And there's a whole bunch of targets over there that are not there anymore because we didn't want them there. So it was a successful tour. Anybody tell me how you can tell if a fighter pilot's in the room? Anybody? He will tell you. Okay, let's talk about 5 and then the debriefing. So how many of you debrief every action that you take? Yeah, so this is the biggest mistake that I would say American civilian companies make. Because you go through this big planning process and spend lots of money on PR and lots of money on whatever it is you're doing, architects and contractors, and you name it, whatever your company does. And then you go in and you don't get the job. You don't win. Or you lose some employees, or whatever it is, in that scenario, you just didn't win. And everybody just goes, dang it, didn't get that one. Crap. And then you go off and set yourself up for failure again. Okay? Let me tell you how a fighter pilot would do it. Big planning mission. Go fly the flight. Debrief. And during the debrief, it's very structured. And I recommend that you structure your debrief. It's not just to get together to chat over some coffee about why we didn't get the job. It's a very structured debrief, and it's pointed. In the Marine Corps, we take the man or the woman out of it. We would just say -4. -4 missed the target. Now, everybody in the room knows who -4 is, all right? But there's no need in saying, you know, Bruce, you were a banana head today and you missed. I never missed, by the way, but I'll tell you how a fighter pilot tells you if he's in the room. Okay, so on your debrief, in that specific portion of your debrief, which, by the way, needs to be understood prior to the planning phase happening, because if you know you're going to be accountable at the end for these debrief items, then you know what to focus on. That debrief is what the CEO wants done. So when you go back into the debrief, you go through the whole debriefing process starting from the very beginning. And there's some very logical ways to do it. And as you go through, you point fingers, not at individuals, but at tasks. So today, we did not do a very good job with PowerPoint presentations. Any idea why? Now everybody has a discussion. And this is where you got to put your feelings on the table, you got to put your ego on the table. It's all for the betterment of the company. So if you can't do that, you got to go somewhere else and do your own thing. You know, get your own company if you want to do it that way. But in some cases, it will be the CEO that stumbled. In some cases, it'll be others. But you go through a very pointed debrief, and then at the end of the debrief, there are action items to correct whatever happened on the debrief that you feel why you didn't get the job. Likewise, if you got the job, you go through exactly the same debrief, only this time you put all kind of synergy into those things that you did well. The things you do well, spend 80% of your time doing. I recommend you do that personally too. The things you love, the things you're passionate about, 80% of your life on that. That'll make you a successful person. The same way with the company. Some of you might have think, well, I've already ran ashore a couple of times. Many of us have. So slow down, take some quiet time, answer the one question I gave you. See if you can answer that, see where that takes you. You'll find out though, if you can get some clarity, you'll go a lot further than you ever thought imaginable. And the possibilities are endless. The only block is you. Thank you so much for your time. If I can answer any questions, I'll take them now.